Allah begins by saying, worship Him alone, don't associate partners with Him, show respect to your parents, to your relatives, وَالْيَتَامَى, and to the orphan children, وَالْمَسَاكِينَ, and to the needy, and then وَالْجَارِ ذِي الْقُرُبَى, and to your neighbors that are also your relatives, وَالْجَارِ الْجُنُوبِ, and to your neighbors that are strangers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the two categories of the neighbors here. The neighbors who are your relatives, who you have blood ties and relationships with, or your neighbors who are strangers. You have never met each other, but you come together in a community to live as neighbors. So the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said in a well-known hadith, a very popular hadith, that man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir falyukrim jarih. Whoever believes in Allah and believes in the day of resurrection will honor and treat his neighbor with goodness, with kindness. This is the statement of the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that khairul jiran indallahi khairuhum li jarih, that the best of neighbors in the sight of Allah is the one who is kind or who is best to his other neighbor. So treating your neighbors with goodness, with kindness is very, very important. It is so important that one day the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned in a hadith, after receiving Malaika Jibreel so many times, he stated clearly in this hadith that مَا زَالَ جِبْرِيلُ يُوصِينِي بِالْجَارِ حَتَّى ظَنَنْتُ عَنَّهُ سَيُوَرِّثُهُ, that Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam would come to me so many times to admonish me about my neighbor till I thought that my neighbor could even inherit from me. I thought that my neighbor could inherit from me. And how do we treat our neighbors with kindness? It could be different things. It could be how we talk to them. It could be how we visit them. When we cook meals in our homes, we send to them as well. When we have things of celebration, we invite them. And when they have things of trials that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed upon them, we also condole them and console them. In a narration by Al-Hasan al-Basri states, rahimahullah, that your neighbors are 40 houses in front of you, and 40 houses behind, and 40 houses to your right, and 40 houses to your left. This is the radius or the distance of the neighbors to you, to the person who considers himself a neighbor to another. The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that he is not a believer. La yu'min, la yu'min. He is not a believer. Alladhi yashba'u wa jarahu ja'i'un. He is not a believer, the one who goes to bed with his stomach full, or who fills his stomach, yani he eats to his full while his neighbor goes hungry. Subhanallah, today there are so many people that don't care about the conditions of their neighbors. There are so many people that are so wasteful of just food. Food that is a common thing, yes, for so many, but they are so wasteful, they don't realize that their neighbors might not have eaten for a whole day, or they might not have eaten a decent meal for a whole week. Subhanallah, this is the condition of so many.